Hey everyone, Cooper here, host of the fine podcast you're listening to. I just want to let you know that the episode you clicked on has a format that is very heavily inspired by a podcast called The Bookening. To be clear, our thoughts and opinions in this episode are our own, but the format is very similar to this podcast. I just wanted to give you a heads up and give credit where it is due. With that out of the way, enjoy the show. Coming up next, Booking It reads Monster in the Hollows.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Booking It. I'm your humble and eloquent host, Cooper Cobbs, and I'm joined today by my three friends, Matthew Killingsworth,
Howdy.
Tanner Lewis,
Yo, folks.
and Isaiah Rasky.
What's up?
Hello fellas, how you doing? You excited for Halloween?
Oh, yeah.
I don't do Halloween, so yeah.
Same.
I'm excited. Isaiah just sits at home on his couch and plays on his phone.
I sit at home
I'm
with
gonna-
a bucket
I'm
of
gonna-
candy and watch movies.
I'm gonna
Tanner-
That's
somebody
actually-
knocks on my door. No.
And
yeah,
I'm
hey.
just going to watch The Mandalorian 5 times through.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be like one episode that comes out.
No, it's gonna be two, isn't it?
It's going to
Hey
be
guys,
one.
I thought we were gonna talk about the Mandalorian next episode. Oh well.
Yeah.
You messed up
Hey,
my topics.
We have.
Although
guys,
we don't want to
anybody
spoil it for
trick or
our
treating?
listeners. Yes,
Anybody
sir.
dressing up?
Why would we not go out and get free candy?
Because I don't do it.
Oh,
You're gonna-
Cooper.
you're gonna
Mr. Diet Man. Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything to offend you.
no. No. I'm sorry. Is but are you dressing up?
Oh, I'm going to wear my Remember the Titans shirt. You know, I
Oh,
can be your choice.
You guys
of
didn't know
any of the
Matthew's
characters
obsessed
in
with the movie Remember the
there.
Titans.
Okay, I'm not
Oh, yeah.
obsessed. It's the best
You're
movie.
obsessed. You quoted it like a bajillion times.
You've
Well, what's
seen
wrong
it
with
He
like
can quote-
what's wrong with knowing
Okay.
the whole movie? I only watch it like a few
2
times
months
a
ago.
week.
You told me you watched it. Yeah, a few times a week.
I only watch it a few times. a
Tanner,
week.
Isaiah. Well, I guess Isaiah's not dressing up. I don't think he's ever dressed up for Halloween. Tanner, what about
No,
you? You
my
ever-
family
He's
doesn't do
basically a
Halloween.
party people.
Basically,
he's
we
not.
buy a ton
I
of
know, I'm
candy,
kidding,
sit
I'm
at home,
kidding,
and
I'm
watch
kidding.
3 movies.
Hey,
I mean, that's
actually, there's
basically
no problem
what
with
you do
that.
for Halloween.
Yeah, except without the movies.
Yeah.
Which actually makes sense what you do. But
Yeah. Hey, honestly, I'd rather sit at home with a bucket of candy and watch movies than
same.
actually walk out on cold October 31st.
It's not that cold.
It's actually going to be a full moon this time, which is
Oh.
going to be kind of creepy.
Watch out for the werewolf
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
and calamar. Oh, whoops! Was that a giveaway? What?
Wait, actually, is it a Friday this year? Is it
no,
a
No,
Friday
Saturday.
Halloween?
Saturday.
No, it is not. It's a
Dang
Saturday.
it,
Sat-
it's gonna be
this
Friday
Because the
Halloween,
Mandalorian
full
comes.
moon.
The Mandalorian comes out one day before that, Cooper.
Oh my
We just
gosh.
gotta
Right.
clarify
Tanner's
this.
got
Dude,
a schedule.
Tanner,
Was like
okay.
Mandalorian comes
Hey,
out
I
Halloween.
just-
Yeah.
I was
mean-
just thinking about this, guys. It's kind of weird that like this is gonna be released next week, and we're talking about Halloween last week before it happens. So basically, we should just all say this. Hey guys, wasn't that a great Halloween last week? Wasn't that so fun? Did everybody
Yeah.
have fun?
I had a
Yeah.
bucket of candy and watched a couple movies.
Don't tell my mom I took some candy.
Oh, man.
Except you just told her.
Yeah, I know. That's
Well,
okay.
it hasn't
I still
happened
love
yet, so
you,
that's
mom.
all right.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Huh. Yeah, whoa.
true.
So, okay, you're blowing my mind here. I guess we should talk about Monster in the Hollows.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
definitely
that's probably
should.
a good
Yeah.
idea considering that's what the title is.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Monster in the Hollows Part 1. Anyway, I think off mic, Matthew said this was his favorite so far, and I think, Tanner, you think the Monster in the Hollows is the second best next to
That's what
Or
you
than the
said.
Wolf King.
Hey, it's
Right.
only yes, and that is only because my favorite scene is in this book and the entire saga. My favorite scene is in here. That's the only reason it's the second. It's my second favorite. Otherwise,
Hey.
it would be Go ahead,
Third.
Matthew. It would be North or be Eden. That's the
Yeah.
That should be the second best one, but the Monster in the Hollows has it just because of that one scene.
I really like
Nice.
this one better.
Ooh, which one?
Why, Tanner, is your favorite scene in the first or second half of the book?
I don't know. It's like smack dab in the middle.
All right,
So-
you
I
want
think
to
gonna
go ahead
say
and
it.
talk about it. I
yeah,
mean,
we can talk about it.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean,
Let's hear it.
So my favorite scene happens to be a full chapter, and it is the reckoning with the Bunge.
Oh yeah, that's a good scene.
Oh,
That is the best
yes.
scene in the entire
Oh
book.
yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh, I
That's
love
a
that
great
part.
scene.
Jander
Isaiah,
becomes basically an Artham and just
Yeah,
beats up
yeah,
a
that's what I was gonna
huge
say.
guy.
I was gonna say that. Yeah,
Yes.
Jander's like, this is a moment where Jander becomes like Artham level cool.
Like literally, like
wait,
that's
wait,
straight,
hang on,
straight throne
hang
warden
on,
right
hang
there.
on, guys,
May I
becomes a
say
man.
this because I can
Guys,
reenact
hang on,
the entire
hold on.
thing.
Everyone wants to talk.
guys.
Listen to Cooper.
Did you guys just hear what Matthew said? He said Artham and not Pete the
Oh
Sockman.
dang it!
Whoa!
It's because they haven't said Pete the Sockman in so long. I kind of forgot.
Haha, Artham.
And he kind of just
Anyway.
ditched them, but
Yes. Anyway, Isaiah, do you like Monster Hollows better than North of Beaten, or do you like North of Beaten better?
Ooh. I don't know. I like them both. I think I like Monster Hollows a little bit more.
oh yeah.
'Cause,
Okay.
Like it can
We-
like Yeah, go ahead.
We should like totally rank them on our looking back.
Yes,
episode.
totally,
That'd be
totally.
fun.
Hey,
Definitely.
we're all agreed upon the fact that On the Edge is the worst one, right?
I think we're all
Yeah.
agreed on that fact. Let's not talk anymore about it.
Yes.
So, like, completely like disvalue that whole segment of that episode.
And we're not talking about that book.
That's right. It's true. Good points. Moving on. Monster in the Hollows. Well, guys, what'd you think about the Inramir and the ship? The whole journey there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the name of the boat.
yeah. Oh, that was I liked seeing that part of Poto, or that side of Poto's
definitely.
Yeah.
personality. And it was an especially emotional trip for him because it was his last voyage on the seas
Definitely.
and all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna confess, I have just maybe read this book 3 times in a year, and within a consolidated 6
That's
months. Yes, and
When-
every time I forget that they were on a ship in the beginning. Every
Really?
time, because
Yeah.
that is like the most unimportant piece in the entire
Except it kind of is
series.
important.
Yeah.
Well, it's just
I
it's
think
just
you're
It's like
it's just
how they
kinda-
get
yeah.
there.
It's not.
I mean, there was
Poto's
only
last
one
voyage,
There's
whenever
one important
the-
part.
I agree
One
with Tanner.
important part. That's it.
Okay,
One important part.
Isaiah, if it's unimportant, if it's not the least important part, then what is the least important part of this book?
Them going to school.
Are you kidding?
No, that is the best part. That
It's
is
okay.
the coolest
You need
part.
to have
I'm
this
trying to. I'm
argument.
trying to remember all the parts. Okay, I'm just saying it does have some important parts to it.
The Durgan Patrol. That is the most
Dude,
important
I
part of
know.
this entire book.
Dude,
The
I said I was
sneakery.
joking. I said I was
Sneaker is
joking.
awesome. Anyway, just got some thoughts on the book. Could you guys tell this one was a lot more like easy-hearted, jovial compared
Yes.
to the last
Well, yeah.
book?
Totally. And
Definitely for
definitely
Poto.
is.
I mean, he didn't have any secrets anymore.
yeah.
He didn't have to hide anything.
Now
It's like the style of writing.
yeah. But going along with what you said with Poto, like his character is so much more fun now. I liked Poto a lot in the last book where you got to learn some history and stuff, but I like him just being the guy sitting around at home and just like drinking.
Smoking his
Yeah.
pot. Drinking bobs. Yep.
Yeah, I like how they call him Bibes.
Yeah. It's
For those of
odd,
you who
man.
don't know, Bibes is any kind of non-alcoholic beverage.
Well, it's a fruit drink.
Bibes is not a non-alcoholic beverage. There is alcohol in it.
And milk
it's
and
not.
juice.
It's a fruit drink.
No, for
fruit drink.
certain ones. For certain ones, there was a
I'm sure there
footnote
are.
on that. There was
Oh, it's
one.
There was-
footnote.
Well,
alcoholic
okay,
fruit.
fine. It's
There
basically
was a
fruit.
footnote.
it's basically
some
every
fruit.
drink except water.
Right. Pretty much. Anyway, what do you guys think about Rudrick? I love Rudrick. He's probably my second favorite
Yeah,
character.
I like him a
Okay,
lot.
for correction, it's Redrick.
What? No,
It is
not.
Rudrick.
It's Rudrick.
Yeah, it is.
Are you
It is.
kidding?
No,
it is Redrick.
Andrew Peterson says it, Rudrick.
Rhetoric.
But
He
Rudrick just
spells
sounds so
character's
much more
name wrong.
manly.
No,
Yeah,
Rudrick
Redrick.
sounds more manly. If you see the
I agree
picture
with
of him,
Tanner on
Are you
this.
kidding?
he looks much more manly.
I don't know.
It's Rudric. It's Rudrick.
Yeah.
And he
Not
pronounces it
Rudrick.
rhetoric. This.
He says
Rudrick?
Rudrick.
Hey, if the author
Rudrick.
pronounced it like that, then it's like that.
He
spelled
split
it
it.
wrong though. Like it'd
he
be
split-
perfectly fine if he spelled it right. You know
He
what? We
split
should have a
the-
poll. You can go to patreon.com/booking it, and on there we'll have a poll. Does Rudrick sound better or rhetoric?
Doesn't
sound
matter
better?
what sounds
What is-
better. It matters what the author says.
I know.
We're
he
just
says Frederick.
we're just asking
I'm
which
saying,
one
we're saying
sounds
which
better.
one sounds more manly. Yeah.
Sure, listen,
Rudrick.
Cooper.
Yeah.
Not
Go, do the poll
Rudrick,
thing and vote and let us
Rudrick.
know.
I think I've told you guys this off
And
mic.
donate
that,
while you're
like, I really hope they make movies out of these, and if they do, like, whoever
hope
was
they're
his
good.
name, he plays Thorin Oakenshield. He should totally play Rudrick. And it's just my
Who would play Artham? Who would-
That's a good question.
Who would be like giddish, but also like manly at the same time?
Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. should
Wait,
play
what?
No, it
Arthur.
would have to be
No.
Chris. No,
No, Artham.
okay,
Are you
yeah.
kidding? No.
I was gonna say
No,
Chris
I
Hemsworth
disagree.
because he can kind of play like the weepy guy,
Oh, yeah.
also the manly guy. But I don't know if he just looks like Arthur.
Yeah,
exactly.
no.
You know, I'd love to see Woody Harrelson in his prime, maybe, but I think he's too old now.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's get back to the book though.
Let's get back to the book.
Hey,
probably a
you
good
guys
idea.
want to know what I thought about this book? I thought this book
Sure.
was good, real good.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Lily,
Nice.
you are a
I had to add
Lily.
that.
You are a song maiden. You must say, really good, not
Yep.
real good.
Well, I
Real
ain't
good.
really.
That was
I ain't
probably
a song
That was a
maiden.
good joke. I ain't your mama. Anyway.
Oh man.
She might listen to this.
Um,
Cooper, watch out.
What'd you guys think about the council and the keep with Kalmar and Rudrick and stuff like
Ooh,
that?
I thought that was Rudrick's worst part in the book, because he kind of
Definitely.
sided against them. I mean, he
But
still
it showed what they
he-
thought, or
he-
what the people thought.
he wasn't looking out for Kalmar at all. He was only looking out for Nia, and I didn't really like that. I wish he would have looked out for the whole family, kind of, if he was going to look out for any of them.
You haven't
Yeah, but
seen
it's just
Awkward
showing
until
how
you've
hardened they
seen
are from
him
the
and the
things.
Warden and the Wolf King.
You're right,
That's
I
just
haven't.
brutal.
You've reminded me this every episode. I have not read Warden the Wolf King.
That's right. Have you started reading it yet?
No, I haven't. I just finished this one, like, earlier today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right. What'd you guys think about? Oh, I had something else I was gonna ask about. What'd you think about Turley as like a political kind of custom thingamabob?
Oh, I thought that
Remind me
was...
what that was again.
It was where
That's
Okay.
where like
Oh.
their lives were, or their life was binded together. So, like, any punishment that was inflicted upon Nia was also inflicted upon Kalmar, and vice versa.
Other way around.
Yeah.
No, if anything was on Nia, I don't think it would go to Kalmar.
Yeah, it
No,
would. It was
it
both
would.
ways.
They would
It
do
would?
them both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Never
think that's the greatest invention since the U.S. gold bond.
mind. What?
I don't get it.
That's funny.
Okay, explain that.
It's just another way to bail out, but it's like super expensive, like really expensive, and it gets you out for like years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess Tanner thinks bailing out criminals is good. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was
He
a
would
joke.
know.
That was a joke. Anyway.
Don't use these against me someday, Cooper. Don't use these against me.
Don't fall
What do you guys
asleep.
think about Bonner for Scoyone?
Oh, I like him.
That dude. You
He's
like him?
sketchy.
I liked him for... Yeah, I
The
like
character.
him.
You like him?
Yeah.
No, not like, dude. Just because the character is, well, like, spoiler alert, he's bad in the end doesn't
Right.
mean you don't have to like the character. The
I
character
I
is
liked
great.
him for the whole book.
Sure.
Like, I did actually like when we first met him, I was like, this is the exact type of character in any story that would possibly turn bad. And I was like, if anyone
Oh,
was
yeah.
gonna turn bad, it's gonna be him because he's like too good to not turn bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I don't know. I really hoped he wouldn't because I really liked him.
Yeah. I pictured him as like just an older Oscar. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
That's
and thinner.
basically what I
I
picture him.
didn't picture him as fat as I picture Oscar.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe not.
Like I kind of pictured
Yeah,
him
I-
taller and
different.
thinner, but yeah.
Yeah.
I
Probably older.
pictured him shorter and skinnier, actually.
Yeah, I really like him. He's actually, hey, spoiler alert, he's in, should I, actually, I'm too late now.
Beautiful.
He's in Warden and the Wolf King. and I just like his character's storyline kind of throughout that. I think he's a very interesting character.
I like his
He's like
I like his history with Anira, and
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, he's definitely really important.
Yeah,
definitely.
You
Yeah,
How does like I'm trying to remember exactly how does like when does the Monster in the Hollows end? Like at what part?
Well, remember
Or maybe
Roderick
we
like
can talk
gives
about it in
this
the next
like
part of this.
empowering speech.
Are we talking about the
af-
second half here?
We can do it. I mean, since,
I was just saying
since
when it
Matthew's
ended.
read all of it, and just say, hey, we're just. I mean, we're gonna talk through the first half of the book, but we're just gonna be like, hey, we're gonna talk about the second half with it, kind of.
All right.
So
Basically, part 1 and part 2 are just us discussing the entire book in
yeah, so
general.
yeah, I mean, I'd like it ends after Roderick like gives a speech. It's like we must go to war, blah blah blah. We've been ignorant, blah blah blah, and then they go to war. So that's the end. But yeah.
War.
Yeah. What do you guys think about Chimney Hill? Think Chimney Hill
Sounds like
cool?
a nice place.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I loved the incorporation of trees in the building. I picture that every time. I kind of want to design a house that does something like that now. It just sounds very cool to have like trees incorporated into the building process, and just having that.
Like, isn't that just for the like Great Hall though?
Chimney Hill had
and
it.
not. I don't think Chimney Hill
had
had
a
any
tree.
trees
I do
in
not
it.
have a book in front of me still, but you can open up to Chimney Hill.
I don't think it did.
If I remember correctly, the tree was just outside of the window, and that's how Janner and Kalmar got out.
Yeah, I don't think it was
It was inside the
inside
house.
the house though, was it?
No.
Look at
No, it wasn't.
No, that was at the library.
Go into the book.
No, that was only
Go
the
to
hall.
the book.
No, it was at the
in
Great
the
Hall,
Great
right?
Hall, and it was in their
Yeah, it was at the Great Hall.
movie.
That's
In
the
their,
tree they put their hand on or
in
whatever.
Chimney Hill. Go to the book and look it up because I'm 100% sure that is true. I don't have the book in front of me, so I can't back up my statement right now.
Well,
I trust you. You've read it like 400 times, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, we don't need to argue about a tree, guys.
Okay.
I was gonna say, you remember how I was telling you about how every time I picture hear about a place in a book, I always picture a real place that I know about in real life that I've been to. Well, for Chimney Hill, I pictured like my grandparents' house in Tennessee that I go to several times a year, and it was, I don't know, it was just kind of funny because I didn't even realize it until just now. I was thinking like I was about to say I don't really picture this as a real place, and then I was thinking about like it in my head, and it actually is exactly like that. It's so weird. I don't
That's
even
funny.
think about it. It's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Chimney Hill. I think we already said it was a great name. Just to kind of
Oh yeah.
you like when I say Chimney Hill, you can just think of like what that looks like
I think
without
of a hobbit
even
hole.
Andrew Pearson describing it for you.
I actually think of a hobbit hole because, chimney coming out of hill for a hobbit hole.
What comes after Chimney Hill? It's school. What do you guys think about Olympia Ground Witch? Or what was that?
Oh yeah, Olympia or
She was
Olympia.
hideous and hilarious.
I like her. I think she's funny. The
Yeah,
whisker lady.
The Tin Whiskers
Yes.
of Olympia Ground Witch. That's
And then
that's
so there's
great.
like the first chapter where they meet her and they're all like think the whiskers are weird and whatnot, and then like after a few weeks have gone by of them going to school, a couple days later, after she had plucked them out the day they were there, a couple days later they see her again, and they were amazed to
Yeah.
find that the whiskers had already grown back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is my favorite.
Like I said,
this
it's
is my
just
favorite way to
a lot more to
describe
it.
her. That she was hideous and hilarious.
Wasn't it like 11 whiskers?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep. What do you guys think about kind of just the kind of whole storyline of Kalmar and the struggle that he kind of went through at the house kind of thing, or not the house? What the heck? The school.
School.
I thought that it was pretty realistic. Like, kids at schools are bullies anyway, but like if you are all hairy
Yeah,
and looked
that's
like
why
a
we're
wolf and
homeschooled,
everybody
though, yeah.
hated, even if you weren't a real Fang, but everybody there
Exactly
was
what
trained
you
their whole
were.
lives to hate Fangs, and you looked like one, then it kind of made a lot of sense. But I did like Janer's protection, and that helped him more into the Throne Warden role.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, this really is just kind of a really whole story about just siblings sticking together in a school. Like, that's really the main thing about the story.
Yeah. I really liked how like the description of the schools and like how everybody acted. I especially like the one when the first scene when she walks in. When she walks into the to the Guildling Hall, and then she says, "Rise and bow," like 18 times.
Yeah,
then,
that one. That's why it's funny.
And then like the historian guy, like the really boring guy that always yawns, is like, "Yes, Madam Groundwitch."
Yeah.
It was the funniest thing.
Yep.
I thought it was kind of interesting how everybody there like had so much respect for them, even though they weren't the king and queen of their country.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, they like certain people most people actually like just bowed to them. They're like all the main people, but obviously like all the haters on the streets didn't.
The haters on the streets. I really like the O'Sally part. You know,
Yes, I love the O'Sallys.
Yeah, she was like, "You can tell him then. He has a new student. I won't hear any complaint about it. Her name is Lily Wingfeather, and I'll wager she'll know dog speak better than either of you by the end of the week." He's like, "No, she won't." Then he's like, "Possible, very possible."
I like Thorn. Yeah.
He's probably he's one of my favorite
You haven't
characters,
seen
too.
the best part of him. He's just hilarious in The War and the Wolf King. Fully hilarious.
Oh, definitely.
Dude.
I feel like this is like.
War
I feel
and
like
the
this is
Wolf
like the
King
Green
again.
Ember is like it'll be so in the Minted Wood, or this is like it'll be so in Warden and the Wolf King. You know?
Yeah, I'm the
It's kinda
herald
like
for
that
the
right now.
War of the Wolf King. I stand in the back. I'm
Yes.
stand in
Yeah,
the
that's
back
right.
scenes, looking on the entire picture, and just stare at the War of the Wolf King the entire time.
Yep, just be like, it will be so in the Warden and the Wolf King.
Well,
Yep.
we'll see
My
next week.
What's in it? That's right. And
Well,
then we
2
got what
weeks
about
for
the
y'all.
Durgan? Oh, what did you guys
2
think
weeks,
about
The
actually.
Durgan Guild is
Durgans.
the most
16 2 weeks
epic, legit part of the entire series, because they are just
know.
the elite of the elite. I can sneak
it's
into your
awesome.
house without you knowing. I can
Oh, yeah.
stand in the shadows and just
Yeah, exactly.
materialize from
Peter Nimble.
darkness behind you.
It's like I can wear a completely black suit in snow and you won't notice. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what?
One of my favorite parts was in
Yeah, I mean, that reminds me of Peter.
Rudrick.
Nimble.
Yeah,
that's
that's right.
Hey, connections.
Rudrick. That's right. Rudrick was like, it's hard not
Yeah,
to look
me.
good in matte
Yes.
and black. You know, I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Considering as I'm wearing black right now.
I'm wearing black and blue, which happens to be my dad's company, so I'm close. I'm close.
That's right. Hey, hard not to look good in black though, right? Yeah.
This is
It's,
I
very
it's
remember
hard
there
not
was
to look
this,
good
like-
when you're me.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're Rudrick, no, definitely not. But one of my favorite parts was when they're like going to like the snow train house or whatever you
Yes,
call it.
The sneakery.
And
I
they're
think it was
like-
called the sneakery, right?
Yeah. No, is it called?
I thought that's
I
what
don't
it was
remember what it was
called.
called. Anyway, Janner was like, I would have been so silly to have joined.
Yes,
the
I was about to
bookbinding
bring that up.
guild.
Yes, I loved that part because like the whole time he had been doing all this cool stuff with the Durgans, and then he finally realized like that book thing was so lame. I'm so glad I did this. I'm like, thank you, dude.
right.
Thank you for realizing how much cooler that was.
Yep. Yeah, that's cool. What do you guys think about like the Cloven?
Oh,
Yeah, the Cloven was
They're
just
pretty
like a really good idea. That definitely comes in more in the War in the Wolf King.
Oh yeah.
I stand here heralding.
I'm about to ban
And,
that
I
word,
just
literally.
love.
Can Matthew do
I'm
that?
sorry.
Oh, you know I can.
Yeah,
I'm
you
kidding. I'm
can. He's
kidding.
Matthew.
Sorry, Tanner. Go.
I'm sorry. The Green Ember is my third favorite book series ever, so it just
one
has
with
to
bunnies?
be said.
Mm-hmm.
But
Rabbits with swords.
Rabbits.
No.
Yeah.
That was never mind.
Sorry, Tanner. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
yeah, so I just love how well he uses the Cloven and the Monster in the Hollows, and then when you get to the War in the Wolf King, you'll see like how because I'll use this analogy in the War in the Wolf King later, but how just like fallen things can be used to like how fallen things don't see how fallen they are, but then other people looking at the ugliness and hideousness of something else can
Mhm.
often just make very wrong assumptions from very false accusations.
What did you guys?
Yep.
Did you guys ever know who the Cloven was when he said what he said? Like, I'll find you, I'll prowl the face of arrow wire, I'll sniff you out wherever you are. When I do, I'll hold you fast forever. Did you guys ever have a guess as to what it was?
Snag the name.
I had a well-backed statement, and it was entirely true. It was their dad, and I extremely enjoyed. As I told you guys last time, I have the weird ability to predict books if they're extremely good. This book was no exception. And it was obviously their dad from a whole lot of evidence that we cannot go into because I give a 30-minute lecture on it.
Right.
And we've already been in here
Yeah.
for 30 minutes, so
Yeah,
let
but
us continue.
I want to say that, like, Matthew, at one point, I think he just started Monster and Hollows, and he texts us, and he's like, Nag is,
Nag
you know,
is Esben.
what is it? Esben
Yes.
is Nag, yeah. And we're like, huh? Like, no,
different
he isn't. What prompted you to say
Oh,
that?
That was a straight guess. I just wanted to see if I could get you guys
okay.
to tell me something.
So no, besides Tanner,
wrong.
nobody knew that it was, it was their father. Spoiler alert.
I mean, I could guess that it was somebody special,
Yeah.
or important, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, I think he tried to do this 2 books in a row where he gave this couple line thing, and we have to think about it the whole
Yeah.
book as to
You're
who
talking
it
about
is.
The
And he did it with
thing
Podo last
the
time,
dragon
right?
thing,
And then this time,
He is
do you think he pulled it off twice? Did it
yeah.
work
Oh, yeah,
twice?
I think it worked better this time, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably did.
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I ever thought at one point that either this book or last book it was Nag. Well, maybe I did in last book with Nag, but I was just like, I don't even know. Like I said, I don't think I even wanted to try
I
and figure
remember
it
for
out.
North of Eaton.
Yeah.
I remember for North of Eaton, I thought it was
Yeah.
Slug.
Oh yeah, that's funny. That's
Mhm.
funny.
Just
That's
wanted
funny.
revenge.
That's right.
I actually learned a lot in this book, though, because you learned how, like, every single Fang was at one point a person who just chose to be a Fang. You know?
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
Didn't they tell you that in
Did
the
they?
book
Yeah.
before?
I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
They tell us that in the last book.
Anyway,
Oh yeah, well
They
okay.
literally
that
showed
should-
how
well,
fangs
yeah,
are
but
made.
they didn't. I guess they didn't say that every
yeah, they
single
kind
one
of
was.
played off of it here.
Yeah.
They really played off it here, yeah. I really liked the teacher. Like, I think we already taught about him, like the history teacher. He was like, in this manner they learned about the War of 189, the famine of 235. Imagine that you're very hungry, and the Ridge Runner raid of 274. Imagine some things to do with raiding, goodlings, and the Apple riot of 312. Imagine it. He said it was all before informing them they'd be tested on it next week. I mean, this book sometimes I feel like it's Andrew Peterson just making fun of school.
Yes, I
you
love
know?
it.
Like
I love that.
I was like, wow, he really did not like school.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, because all of his
yawn.
For a little bit of background on Andrew Peterson, all of his kids were homeschooled.
That's right.
He just graduated out his youngest daughter.
That's right.
And the weirdest thing is he wrote this book not knowing how his kids were going to turn out, how they were going to be in life.
Yeah.
And the weirdest thing is they conformed exactly to all of the characters in the Wingfeather saga.
I mean, they
Wow.
pretty much
Which
did. I
is-
mean,
they were-
Sky is a singer, and then isn't their oldest an artist though?
They're young. No, it's
Yes.
the middle
Oh,
kid.
no way.
Oh, it is.
Aiden.
Oh, middle. He
That's
does this
crazy
stuff for like
cool. Yeah,
Creaturepedia. or
That's
whatever.
really funny. That's really funny. I bet he definitely modeled them after his
Yeah.
kids though. But
The only thing is that all three of them sing very well. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. What do you guys think about Gregory Bunch? Probably our last thing for what are you doing our shoutouts.
He was very. Wait, so we are not Nicholas. I thought we were talking about Nicholas Bunch for a second, and then I was like, no, we were talking about Gregory Bunch,
That's right.
the most bullyish person on the planet of Area.
You almost said Earth.
Oh yeah.
So I know, I caught myself.
he did. Well, what do you guys think about
Good
Gregory Bunch?
I thought he was kind of an idiot.
He
was a turd.
Whoa. Language.
You heard it here first, folks.
explicit language here.
Okay. Unnecessary crudeness. This is unnecessary. I really liked Gregory Bunch. We talk about it a little bit with the North Beaten episodes, but he really is the stereotypical school bully. But I think I don't know. I liked him in this story. I didn't ever think it's a stereotypical
he never thought through anything. Like, everything was just like, "Huh, I feel heat in this moment. I feel anger.
Yeah,
I feel
and, like,
scared," in quotation
When
marks.
I feel
So, I'm going to come up to this kid, and I'm going to trip his sister, and then I'm going to
Yeah.
punch him.
yeah, right.
when yeah, yeah, when Janer finally beat him up and knocked him to the ground and was like took a break from beating him up for a second. It was like Janer knew that he was no match for him if Gregory actually wanted to try. So he knew he had to act quick, and then he started talking to him, and he was like, what did he exactly say? I almost want to read it. Hold on.
Okay, wait, can I
think
say
you're-
this?
I think you're
I
kinda-
have it memorized.
Yes.
Can I go?
Yes.
Sure. Let's hear it.
I've read this so many times. Let's see if I get it right. Matthew, do you have
No.
it open
You
to
have
the
it
spot?
memorized?
Okay, get it open. I want to
Taunted
see if I
by
can get this
Gregory.
right.
No,
that's
it's
not,
later.
That's not the section he's talking about yet.
The Reckoning with the Bunch, page 150.
What the heck? No, it's not 150.
7
No, it's
not
years
150.
later.
That's taunted by Gregory Bunch.
A
Are we talking
reckoning,
about Haunted?
or
Or are we talking about The
Yeah.
Reckoning?
The Reckoning.
Okay, we're talking about a Reckoning. Okay, let's get started then.
Yeah.
I'm the
But-
Throne Warden of Anira. Punch. These are my charges. Punch.
Oh my gosh.
And then you will. Did I get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say punch.
And Kalmar is my charge. Yeah.
And Kalmar is my charge. You will not mess with the. If you mess with the King of Anira and the Song Maiden of Anira, you mess with the Throne Warden of Anira. No, that wasn't
Well,
right.
you skipped a lot.
You kind
So
of
I'll just
I
read it
don't
real
know.
quick. I'll read
that
it.
was right.
I'm the Throne Warden of Anira, and Kalmar is my charge. Do you hear me? I've battled fangs and trolls. I've walked the stony mountains. I've sailed the dark sea. I stood in Jurgen's shadow and looked the dragon in the eye. Lightning scraped the clouds as Janner.
And I will fear no.
Lightning.
And I will fear no. And I will fear no child of the Green Hollows.
Kind of. The Maker has brought us safely this far, Gregory
Yeah.
Bunge, and I will fear no guildling of the Green Hollows. If you insult the High King or the Song Maiden, you reckon with the Throne Warden. Do you understand? Gregory glanced at the
Yeah,
other children. Janner leapt forward and put his face in Gregory's. He knew that the boy could beat him into the mud if he had the chance to gather his wits.
I
so Janner
understand.
used his only weapon.
Do you
so Janner's only weapon was his
understand?
madness. Do you understand? Janner said through clenched teeth. Finally, Gregory nodded and stammered, Yes. Yes, Throne Warden Wingfeather, Granner.
Yes, Throne
Janner
Warden
growled.
of Anira.
Yes, Throne Warden Wingfeather. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a little cheesy, but I thought it was very good. That's one of my favorite scenes. I'm like, I think we're all oldest here, so I'm like, yes, go get him, stand up for
Yeah,
your younger
finally.
siblings. Yeah.
But it was like the night
Alrighty.
before. I just want to say this last thing. It was like the night before when he finally like realized he wanted to be more like Artham, because he was thinking and he was like, Artham is just there and he's
Yeah.
always like protect, and I've just been sitting here and I've been complaining. Yeah, and I was like, that's good. But anyways, yes, we really need to end now.
Alright, let's do some donor
Hey,
shout
run,
outs. Tanner, what would someone want to do if they wanted a donor shout out?
They would go to patreon.com/bookinit, correct?
That's right.
Am I doing this right?
Dude,
Oh, I did it right. Okay, I'm not looking at anything right here. This is usually Matthew's line.
It's a forward
They would go
slash.
to patreon.com/bookinit, and they would select any of our 4 tiers, all the way from $5 a month to $50 a month.
That's right.
The top tier is the best.
Come on. It's
Oh yeah, and totally not because it gives us the most money. Alrighty,
No.
let's do some. Let's say you guys are gonna. I'm gonna say the patron name, and you guys are gonna say whether they're from. I'm trying to find it.
What
but
what?
Ban Yorna, Ban Rona, Ban.
Or can we just do
Ban
any of the
Ban
cities? Can we do
Jurgen,
any of the cities?
Ban
Because like,
Ban
can we do the
Ban.
Scree cities too? Just since we already know them.
No, hang on. I'm gonna find it here.
Get the list, Cooper.
I know. I'm looking. What page? Oh wait, was it where they're talking about? This is where Nibig Bunge is doing this stuff.
Let's just do it from anywhere.
Ban
Let's just do it
Jorgen,
from anywhere
Ban
in-
Finnick, Ban
Hang on.
Ban Jorgen, Ban Finnick,
Oh, here it is.
Ban
Here it is. Here it is.
Rona.
Okay. So you can do from Ban Hen, Ban Rugen, Ban Yorna, Ban Finnick, Ban Verda, and the Outer Vales, and Ban Soren.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna forget all that.
Okay, it's on page 268. Hurry.
I don't have the book.
Alrighty.
I'll
Alrighty,
listen to it.
Tanner, you get Isaiah's uncle.
Okay, Mr. Sebastian is going to get to be from band Finnick. P.S. That is the most war-worthy one, just for your information.
Oh yeah.
Nana, you're from the Outer Vales, because I forgot all the bands. Okay. Where is Lizzie and Becky from, Isaiah?
Band Soren.
Van Soren. All right.
Oh, by the
Where
way,
is
Cooper's
Isaiah?
recording glitch, guys, so you won't hear him the rest of the podcast.
Yes. Okay. Tanner, where is Isaiah's grandparents from?
They are from band Soren.
That's
I
fine.
already
They
say
can be
that?
from the same place. All right. Who else have we got? I think that's everybody. All right. Well, thank you all you guys. For donating. And that is the end of this episode. So keep on booking it.